Welcome to the Nathan and Olive Boone Homestead State Historic Site. I'm Mike Boozekers, the superintendent here at the Homestead. Today, as we celebrate Juneteenth, we take pause to remember the lives of the individuals that were enslaved here at the Boone Homestead, and to reflect on that moment that enslaved individuals here on the homestead received word of their freedom in 1865. Behind me is the most visible reminder of those individuals. This small plot of land is a sacred space. It is home to mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, grandmothers and grandfathers. This past March, we began work to better understand the history of this cemetery and to better understand the stories of the individuals enslaved here. With support from the Missouri State Parks Cultural Resource Management Section and the Department of Natural Resources Environmental Emergency Response Section, we completed a ground-penetrating radar survey of this cemetery. Through that work, we detected 8 previously unknown burials, including 2 burials that were located outside of the previously known cemetery boundaries. The story of the many individuals buried in this cemetery may never be fully known, but technology is helping us to better understand life on the homestead. As new records are found and digitized, we are better able to share the stories of the individuals interned here. Moses Boone was born into slavery in 1820. After emancipation, he was still living in the vicinity of the Boone homestead. On February 2, 1868, he was married to Catherine Goodall. He lived with his bride and granddaughter, Ella Cooper, near the Boone homestead through at least 1880. During our recent ground-penetrating radar survey, a new burial was found to the left of Moses Boone's grave. This may be his wife, Catherine Goodall. Technology continues to help us tell their story. We may not be able to tell the story of the Boone homestead today had it not been for Reuben Boone. Reuben Boone was born into slavery around 1815 and was enslaved here at the homestead. In the days after Nathan Boone's death in 1857, his son Benjamin Howard took over running his father's farming operation. The turbulent conditions of the Civil War in Greene County would force Benjamin Howard and his wife to flee to St. Louis. J.E.B. Justice, neighbor to the Boones, reported that Reuben was left behind to manage the affairs of the homestead in Benjamin Howard's absence. We can only imagine the emotions he felt when he received word of emancipation in early 1865. On May 2, 1865, Reuben Boone approached the Union Provost Marshal asking for legal permission to occupy the Boone homestead, saying that the neighbors were trying to drive him off the land. The Provost Marshal granted Reuben legal permission to occupy the homestead in exchange for providing 1/3 of the homestead's crops to the quartermaster. On Christmas Day in 1865, Reuben Boone was married to Ellen Boone. Reuben lived out the rest of his life in St. Louis with his wife Ellen. His occupation of the homestead during a critical time in Greene County history almost certainly helped preserve it for visitors to enjoy today. As we celebrate Juneteenth, let's reflect on the moment that freedom was felt for the first time for those that were enslaved here on the Boone homestead.